Okay, it is looking good. It took a little longer than I thought. It's cooked for about an hour actually before I was happy with the consistency. I've added more water, 3 more cups this time. And I'm going to add this in a minute. It needs some salt, in my opinion. So I'm going to do a half teaspoon, I think. This thing is where I'm putting my spoon rest. It should be in there, so it doesn't mess up my cutting board. And where did I put the salt? I'm not crazy about using this salt when I'm using the measuring cup. Oh, there it is. Okay. So I'm putting a half teaspoon of salt. Okay. I can always add more, but I found if you don't have enough salt in the cooking, it's hard to like put it back. When Ron he was real sick, before he died, and he was very particular about what he ate because he had Alzheimer's and head injury, and he wanted a certain combination of baked beans and whole kernel canned corn. And he wanted me to drain the corn and mix it with the baked beans and serve that to him. And I did, but it was during COVID, and for some reason there were just these shortages, and it was really hard to get the corn. I recall I had a pretty easy time getting the baked beans, but corn was a problem, and sometimes the only corn they had was the no salt version. So this is the kind of vegetables I like. It's just peas, corn, and carrots. I already have a couple different approaches of carrot in here. The matchstick that I diced up, and then just the regular carrot that I just cut up the way I like. I keep stepping on that fish stick. I don't think Cleo's gonna eat that. So, just gonna stir this up. I'm going to add a little more water, and then I'm going to add the quinoa, and it should be good. I do not like these vegetables to be overcooked. Starchy root vegetables, I don't mind if they're pretty well done, but I don't like the peas and the corn and stuff to be mushy, or at least any mushier than they have to be. So we're going to let this boil again, and we're going to get some more water. And it's interesting because when I was an adult living on my own in an apartment, I had some time to think about what I wanted in my, quote, dream house, unquote. And this kitchen is exactly what I wanted. It's small, but it has everything I need. I don't use the dishwasher, though. I don't have questions about that. Can I just take it out or what? But now I'm also going to add a little smidge of rice, I think, to go with the quinoa. And I keep the things I use on a regular basis on the counter, like the coconut oil. The olive oil I actually keep underneath in the lower cabinet because it needs to be kept in the dark. It's not boiling yet. But yeah, I had a good day off, so I'm just waiting for this to boil. But yeah, one thing I decided I'm going to do is to get a Bible or two for myself with some of my bonus money, which was about $60 from work, which is coming this week. So I'm going to order a bunch of outreach stuff too, but I decided to get myself something too, so that'll be nice. And I try not to invest too much in personal Bibles because I'm always giving them away. So, but that's a good thing to do. I mean, I can always get another Bible, but I may not ever meet that person again. We're going to give it another minute to boil. I think I'm just going to add like a 1/4 cup of the rice. Where is my lid? Okay, the lid is here, I think. Interestingly enough, I have 3 red stock pots. Yeah, this is it. Different sizes. This is my medium one. I just got this. So far, I'm happy with it. It's a little light. It slides around a little on the burner, but you know, other than that, it's good. And maybe it's just the way I'm handling it. I don't know. So, but and from what I read, I can't find the bag of quinoa. I think it's under something in the cabinet. I need about 20 minutes, so I'm going to do that the same amount as the rice. And it's funny because my mom was like, where's the meat in your dish? I'm like, well, it doesn't need it, but she felt better when I said it had quinoa, so yeah, it's coming. So I'm just going to add the rice and the quinoa and cover it and cook it for 20 more minutes, and then probably turn off the heat and just let it sit for a little while and then put it up. And the nice thing about having all the starchy stuff in with the lentils is when it comes time to dish it up, I don't really have to do anything special. I don't have to like make a side or whatever. I can just throw it in a Ziploc. And what I like to do is to like throw it in a Ziploc and then bring a bowl with me, like a melamine bowl from home, and then I can just dump it out of the Ziploc and put it in the melamine bowl, eat it, and then wash the bowl and put the bowl away. It also prevents lunchtime poaching because somebody made off with one of my pork chops one time, and all I had was the one pork chop. I was not happy. So we have like food in the break room, you know. You didn't have to eat my lunch, so I wasn't happy about that. So, and I like the seasoning level in it so far. I've put about 2.5 tablespoons of curry powder, a half teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder, total 1.5 teaspoons of salt, but I need to eat a lot of salt, a half teaspoon of garam masala powder. I used about probably a 1/4 cup of coconut oil, 1 sweet potato, 1 boniato, a small to medium one, 1 large carrot, a handful of matchstick carrots, a good sized red potato. I didn't peel anything, and about a 1-inch stick of ginger. So it's coming up. All right, so this is just the cheap, like $2 for a 4-pound basic white rice. I don't rinse it because it does have the vitamins in it. So just gonna throw that in there. Put the lid on so the rice does not get ruined. And then I'm going to put it, I'm going to cheat and put it over here. Okay, I'm going to stir it. And then I think I can just dump the whole wok in here. Let's see now. Yeah, it got toasted all right. It's okay. I want, you know, I want to use my stuff. I don't want to just have something sitting on the shelf. That's why if you ever want to get me a gift, something consumable is great. Candy to hand out to the recipients. Fancy soap for me. Shea butter. Just the natural shea butter. I love that stuff. You know, something like that. I'm pretty simple. So, it's all in there. Plenty of liquid. Now, this is set at medium, so I'm going to turn it way, way down to that. Is it still simmering? Yes, it is still simmering. And we're going to cover it and leave it for 20 minutes.